championship showdown between Nick Diaz and Luke Rockhold. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. Tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Diaz is 2 years the elder. Rockhold will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California. Presenting the challenger, Luke Rockhold. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Nick Diaz.
For the championship. You'll be giving me instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
And with that touch of the gloves, we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Takedown defense holds up. Hook to the body here, blocked by Rockhold. Oh, that right hand is on point. Oh, single collar tie here. And they separate. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Rockhold gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Beautiful right hook counter. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Rockhold. All right, single collar tie now. And they separate. Oh, Rockhold's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Turns with a right hand.
More clinching.
Combination lands for him. He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John. He's doing a great job of putting everything together.
Oh, connects with another uppercut. I'm surprised his opponent's head stayed on his body after
He
that.
won't be able to take many more of these. He's been taking them over and over again, and it's testament to his chin. But you take one.
Gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Diaz gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. A little single collar tie there. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Oh, beautiful head movement. Slips there. Horn sounds for the end of round one. Oh, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. While he continues to find the openings tonight, beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best.
Now he touches him with the left. Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, J.A. That uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Got the single collar tie.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Rockhold's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there. Woo! He's got him right here. Oh, he might be out. Beats a big knee.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Starting to do some really significant damage. Oh, right under the elbow, right on the...
Perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch.
Trying to stay in this fight. Unable to land with that punch. Punch is blocked. Oh! Oh! It's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alex Overeem's head.
Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Working on a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine.
He might get a finish here. Oh, countering, it looks like with a bot flu choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine by submitting his opponent. Incredible. And that will do it.
He got him.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
Well, you're going to have to be pretty perfect to get this guy off the throne. There he is, the UFC's undisputed middleweight champion. Complete performance here tonight, and it ends with a win by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Nick Diaz.
So there he is, still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after a win by way of submission here tonight. And despite the fact that the #1 contender came in and was all the rage, he got the job done relatively easily here tonight, submitting his foe inside the distance in defense of his middleweight title. Only one thing left to do tonight, that is to party. The celebration is on.